Hey everyone, and welcome to something of a follow-up to Pat and Brad Unbox Sentinels of the Multiverse Part 1. Basically, for those of you who may not know, Sentinels of the Multiverse is a card game, board game mashup where you play as a group of superheroes trying to defeat a supervillain. Now, the interesting thing about Sentinels of the Multiverse is the fact that these aren't based on, regular properties like Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, Image Comics, whatever. These are all made by people in Greater Than Games. And, we talked about all the stuff that was in the box, but, I talked briefly about making a video about, how the game is actually played so you guys can get some exposure to it and see what it's like. So, this is that video. Really quick, for those of you who may not know, also, I did mention in the video there is, on Steam they have the game, which I downloaded myself. I played through the game several times, so now I have a good feel for it, and I just quickly want to show you guys. So, really quick, just to show you what the game is like, I made this video. So let's check out what we have. Alright everybody, first off, really quick, like I said, the game is on Steam. So I just want to show you really quick, whenever you search Steam and you find Sentinels of the Multiverse, Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game, there's some quick gameplay footage because they have videos and stuff, and then right down here, $9.99 for the game. Really quick, just wanted to establish that for you guys, because Patrick had suggested in the video, like, if you get the actual board game, you're paying about like $40 just for like the main game, and then you can get some like add-on things, hero expansion decks, villain expansion decks, environment expansion decks, etc. for about $3 to $5 usually. But if you do have good, I don't want to say like overly great PC, laptop, whatever, you should be able to play it. Oh, actually, here's the system requirements. The operating system, Windows XP Service Pack 2, SSE2 instruction set support, 2 gigs of RAM, DX9 shader model 2.0 capabilities, 1024 768 resolution, DirectX version 9, 600 megabyte available space. Basically, I'm not a computer person myself, but I got my laptop, probably a year or so ago, and I haven't had to make any upgrades to it, and it seems to run the game just fine. So, just wanted to establish that for you guys. So there it is. It's on Steam. $9.99 for the basic game. And they have little expansions and stuff like that, like Mini Pack 1, Rook City, Infernal Relics, etc. So now that we have that established, let's get into some gameplay. Just give me one sec. And then also really quick, I just want to establish that I'm recording this with my camera because I haven't really worked with anything to capture directly from my PC, like fraps or anything. So at worst, I will have this. At best, I'm going to make the attempt to work with fraps. But for now, I at least have this. So just give me one sec and we'll be into the gameplay footage. Alright guys, this is what comes up whenever you've downloaded the game and you boot it up. You've got new game, which is pretty much just like a single player thing, versus the computer online multiplayer, which I haven't gotten around to playing around with yet. Where you can play against other people or with other people because you work in teams. And I'll just go into more on what that's like a bit later on, because like I said, I haven't played with that yet. You get the different expansion packs, like I said, the small expansion packs, and like different like regular size expansions. So like Rook City, the Infernal Relics, Villains of the Multiverse, stuff like that. Though to be fair, I don't know what is out there yet. Achievements, because every game now has achievements. How to play, the multiverse, options, credits. So, just going into new game. Starts out like this. Up top here you see you have heroes, villains, and environments. Basically, you choose a villain to fight. Originally, you just get the 4 villains: Baron Blade, Citizen Dawn. God, I can't even remember. Grand Warlord Boss, and Omnitron. I'm not facing Boss. I'm going to go with Baron Blade, because he's actually one of the easiest. And also one of the cool things, really quick, they establish difficulty, and then all of the villains have different like rules and such. You know, like if you meet certain conditions, the villain will flip, and they'll have different effects, which is very cool and interesting. So anyway, you know, you choose a villain. I'm going with Baron Blade because he's honestly the easiest. It took me like 5 or 6, like playing 5 or 6 different games to beat all the villains at least once. So that's why I'm doing that. Then you have your heroes. You can choose up to 5 heroes to fight against a villain. I've played with all these regular heroes. You got Absolute Zero, Bunker, Fanatic, Haka, Legacy, Ra, Tachyon, Tempest, Visionary, and Wraith. My team usually consists of Legacy. Damn it, sorry. Legacy because he has a hero ability called Galvanize, where all of the other heroes can do +1 damage. Haka I like because he has some different things to like do more damage and do multiple damage points against people. Tempest, he's pretty much like Storm from the X-Men. He has some like cool weather-related attacks that can hit like multiple characters or multiple villains at the same time. Wraith essentially feels like a Batman-ish character, you know, vigilante who uses different gadgets and weapons, techniques, and martial arts to save the day. And then I would say of the other heroes that are remaining, I would go either Ra or Tachyon for one of my favorites. I'll just go with Ra for right now. And then we have environments. Insula Primal, Megaopolis, Ruins of Atlantis, Wagner Mars Maze. Now the important thing for choosing an environment is the environment will actually have a turn in the games. So like different things will happen on the environment's turn, because it goes villain, hero's turns, and then environment's turn. Everyone has a deck, everyone, you know, draws the top card, and then different things happen. So, for the sake of this video, I'll just go with Insula Primal, and we will go into fight. So, you know, you pick your place, you pick your villain, villain shows up, dang it, blah blah blah, onward, and then start game. So like a lot of card games, you know, the villain, well, someone gets to play first. In this case, it's always the villains. Now, every villain has different things that they can play at the start of their turn. Well, every villain has different starting effects, like, oh hey, they get to play this card, and, you know, this card, or they get to play, like, whatever. And then it moves on to the hero's turn. Now, for gameplay, you know, it's pretty much simple. Down the bottom, you have all of the cards. All of the cards in your hand to select to play. You know, you select one card to play. You double click on cards. You get, you know, a wider shot to see what it does. So, you know, Legacy deals 3 targets, 3 melee damage each. And there's 1, 2, 3. So that's a good idea potentially. Reduce damage, Delta Legacy by 1. You know, just different moves that you can do. So for this turn, I'm going to go with Flying Smash, because I can deal 3 targets, 3 melee damage. And then, you know, you choose your villains. Right, I forgot. It's important to read, like, the effects of, like, what different things do, because you may end up wasting a thing. Like, as you can see here, it says 0 damage because of the mobile defense platform. I forgot about that. That's one of the other, like, nice little things that the game has, is that, okay, you know, like, you can, like, click on the person to attack, and it'll tell you, okay, like, you're going to do, like, 3 damage, you know, or 0 damage, or whatever. And like I said, you know, his Galvanize ability, until the start of your next turn, increase damage dealt by hero targets by 1. And then you draw a card, and then moves on to the next hero up in the lineup. So it's pretty much just the same thing. You know, choose a card, play it. Some cards, like one-shots, are activated right off the bat. That'll work. But anyway, I think I messed up talking about play order, so I'll quickly re-explain it. This is your hand. You choose a card to play. Sometimes, you know, you get like equipment or different items or different powers to play. In this instance, I chose an ongoing that won't take place this turn, but going forward, it will keep consistently happening. So we're in the power stage, where any of the cards up here that you have to play, you can use. So for right now, I only have the one, so I have to go to my hero card power. Now, Tempest deals all non-hero targets 1 projectile damage. Use power. Yep. Da-da-da. I'll draw a card, and then next hero's turn. And then, like, I don't plan on going through the whole thing. I don't plan on going through a whole game, because some games take a little while, so I'm just trying to quickly just, like, get through. Get through at least one turn to show you guys what it's like. Alright, yada yada yada. Alright, Stun Bolt, yes. Again, like I said, I've played this game a bit before, so I already know some of the cards that I like to use. Stun Bolt does 1 damage, plus it also makes it so that the bad guy does 1 less damage when they attack. Ah, crap. I haven't played with Raw as much. No. That'll work. Confirm. Cool. 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 There we go. So I've gone through all the heroes' turns. So now it's the environment's turn. The environment reveals the top card of the deck, and different effects happen. These things can benefit you, they can hurt you, they can help the villain, they can hurt the villain, they can hurt everyone, they can help everyone. It's very cool and interesting, and I really like it. And yeah. Then the villain has their turn, and see, each player may destroy any of their equipment and or ongoing cards. Bear and Blade deals each hero target X lightning damage, where X equals 3 plus the number of hero ongoing equipment cards still in play. So, like, they have some cool moves like that. And honestly, that's how a lot of turns go. So, da-da-da, da-da-da. Trying to click quickly through this, just to get through it. And then it goes back to the hero's turns. So again, you can choose, you know, card to play from your hand. You know, some things like one-shots just go off automatically, and then you can use any powers that you have in this slot up here. You also get different buffs to, like, help, you know, do more damage, take less damage, etc. Like, for instance, Fortitude. Take 1 less damage. That's just an equipment, that's just like a buff equipment thing, whatever. And that's pretty much, like, the basics of playing the game. Alright, and that concludes my introduction to Sentinels of the Multiverse. Like I said, I've played through several games of this already. I've beaten all the villains in the initial, you know, play of the game. And I do plan on, you know, getting some of the mini expansions and the larger expansions just to play against different villains, see what other cool characters they have. Because not all the heroes and villains that we talked about in the unboxing are unlocked with the basic game. The basic game is just a taste of, okay, here's what we have, here's some of the cool stuff you can experience, blah blah blah. And I would suggest, like I said, if you have you know, a PC, laptop, whatever, or you know, if you can get the game on your phone, tablets, other device that can play apps. If you're interested in the game, you can definitely get it there. I haven't looked at the price points, on there, but I can quickly check, and then I'll just, put it above my head so it's there. But like I said, it's a fun game. It's very interesting, very cool. I like the backstories. Like, honestly, every character has their backstory. You can read it in the game, and they're all cool, very well developed, very interesting, and I like it so freaking much. So, big thank you to Patrick for turning me onto the game. Thank you to Patrick's buddies for showing him the game, so he got interested and showed me. And yeah. So I hope this video helps introduce some of you to Sentinels of the Multiverse if you weren't familiar with it. For those of you who do know the game, I hope I did a good enough explanation for the new people and showed them good stuff. And yeah. Anyway, as always, everyone, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I like Sentinels of the Multiverse, so great in the games. If you guys do see this, I just want to say excellent work. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. Like, I can't wait to get to experience some more of the game, either, this version of the game on the PC or in real life with my buddies. And yeah. As always, any comments, questions, concerns, complaints, whatever, leave them in the comment section below, and I will address them as I can. Other than that, have fun, stay safe, be hydrated, and I, Valiant Bradley James, will catch you next time. Peace.